Good morning, Mr. Master or simply, 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 David. It's David not David Lynch. It's November 27th, 2024, no, 26th, 2024, it's Tuesday. Here in Naples, totally cloudy once again. Scan atmosphere in general, US agree at cloudy. At the moment also seems to now. It's early afternoon, practically noon and 15 minutes. 62 and 6 Fahrenheit, 17 Celsius. And this means that it's a really soft, like this is in busy period. Yes, and in fact soft, it's a classic adjective that I use always for now. Autumn to spring period. Autumn, but also spring period, senza vedere forza potresti as perhaps I don't remember, I think I'm bored, which I suppose, indeed, I'm sure, but today, I say I don't remember these things for the same, but let's also say that to some purpose, the fact that people shouldn't watch my videos, it's better. I know perhaps this is a paradox for you, but not for me, and so I didn't always do identical operation also for the winter and summer. In fact, for the winter, I use adjective cold on for the summer, adjective hot, so as we say, so in this case, adjective, and so as regarding the case, it rests for me always nothing to say, nothing to add. Absolutely, we can complain. Yes, even if as I'm repeating, since the opening of this month, it's slightly cold, but in general, was good. I didn't remember also this part of autumn. I didn't remember, apart from last year, I didn't remember the past years, in fact, this part of autumn like this. But I repeat, this is good for me and influence for people, for you, with sensations, judgments or thoughts for me about this. Still, a matter of to absolutely, I can see the same things as just for this person. It's bad, but it seems, in fact, my briefly, as one of things on this. And there is the first one, I think, at the emperor, at this point, is repeat as just before. 62 and 6 Fahrenheit, 17 Celsius. But really important thing is the atmosphere, as anticipated. Just before we do this. Yes, I mean, if we're in the room, however, so the curtain, and when there is a curtain, I think you should see almost perfect, I suppose. In fact, as you notice, and I repeat, totally wet grey cloudy, and totally wet grey cloudy, and yes, I think later will become more obscura. Also that could be, if not in a few moments, in the rain. Indeed, I believe we are really close to the rain. But as reason bisogna magician su guiders, mi penso sì. And if it's a clear, come scrive. Bad, so seriso, è stata il mitico Halloween, è stata new curtain since a few months. Always white. In this story of this weather reports in this room, we had 3 curtains. This is the third part, all white, while the element difference it's in the color of the flowers. The color of the second previous were yellow or gold, while this color are pink or at least similar. And so this means that are similar to or identical to the color of the the color of the first curtain. In fact, was a pink. Yes, I don't know. Yes, I don't know if you notice. If not pink, we have but whatever, as also in the room from the medical wind and the routine. Insomma, 162 praticamente, more than 2 years, and also in this with those beautiful painted method was not visible, and in general vision for you better vision, it's sentire in this shot, as you want to see in general shot. As regarding the shooter, we see the enemy. As soon as he is not visible, better vision, it's sentire in this shot. At the sequence of the general shot. And finally, from a medical keeper NGX 640, APG 625, sono di chiesa, mi sembra che la gente dice. Questa è molto pipa, farò leggenda, ripersa. Essere lei che dinge tu ero. So my brother, my sister, so myself, through lots of biscuits. And finally I hope you all get a breakfast. Today it's hate in general, but slightly for my respect. When I see little, I mean for my hours, but all important that are still far away from the record, the reaction last time night was 3, it was the Saturday, نفكر in the breakfast at Fientan and family with. I started with at Fientan and part remember that yes, if it was the university, so I think that the record was eminent, so it's however, to repeat, slightly close as regard the record, slightly late as regard my hours, I repeat, just only noon and 15 minutes. But the really important thing you should always remember is that in some way, also today, fortunately, it's so. I'm really young. And as we always say, breakfast is one of the most buildings in the world. Absolutely. Ma sono di chiesa, non si dimentica la generation. I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose. If I don't die. In fact, I don't know until tomorrow what will happen. A while, we'll see.